and that's fine.
So
but we'll go.
MJF
we'll
and Jericho.
My thing is MJF versus Jericho. I enjoyed it, and everybody said that, oh, it's terrible. WWE would never do something like this. Let's watch AEW. Let me backtrack this. Some of my favorite moments from the Attitude Era was just as ridiculous. Probably worse.
First of all, DX imitating Nation.
Yo, thank you. How the hell that you gave birth to a hand? It was entertaining as hell. People complain about, oh, AEW talk about it's gonna be all wrestling, da-da-da. The whole show was full of wrestling. It was 6 minutes of that, and it was like kind of like a pee break. A moment just to break the whole wrestling for the night. Little bit of comedy, and people say, that's the worst thing Jericho ever did. That's the worst thing MJF ever did. Jericho had the festival of friendship. Jericho does ridiculous stuff all the time. That's part of his character, how he is as a person. MJF,
I'm just glad Maxwell was able to do it. Like,
thank you. It expands him as his character.
I was proud of him.
It adds another layer. Like, yo, this man could sing. He's talented like that. Okay, has eyes on him. Next thing you know, you see him on, Max Singer, MJF. Another exposure to the company. People don't understand when it comes to wrestling, yo, it's bigger than just all matches all the time. People say, New Japan would never do this. Yes, they does. Oh, Ring of Honor would never do this. Yes, they do. At the end of the day, certain segments make sense. Team Hell No. That wasn't all wrestling. That was just pure storytelling. Hugging in the ring and all of that. That was entertainment as hell. They was in a restaurant screaming. That was actually real people in the restaurant. Shout out to Kane's book. Excellent read, by the way. Speaking of death, shout out to Deborah Oxford with the Death Row hoodie. Shout out to you. But
I'm so glad I was like, where's he going with that?
Yeah. So, nevertheless, though, people have to understand, though, wrestling is entertainment.
But, okay, so I wanna push back on that real quick. Because you're right. You're right. Everything you said is 100% right. And I like AEW. I just like wrestling. But anyways, but I'm going to push back on that. AEW, in the beginning, presented it as a more sports-centric type of company.
Okay.
Where it wasn't sports entertainment. Because wrestling fans have been shooting up WWE for years for being on the entertainment side of things.
I get that.
So that's why a lot of people, I don't agree with the people, but I see their point. Where their point is that, listen, y'all doing this, but if WWE does this, y'all gonna tear into it. We can go back to Street Profits versus the Viking Raiders, right? What pay-per-view was that?
I don't remember.
When they were fighting ninjas and doing it. I thought it was amazing.
Yeah, it was all right.
It was fun.
I just like the ending of it.
But Quintus Brown, my man, I have so much love for Quintus Brown. Shout out to you for supporting us for so many years.
Appreciate you.
But I'm going to get into that ass right now. Pause. He was one of the first people on the Job Tips Network page on Facebook. Join, please. We have a lot of wrestlers in there. But anyways, you tore into that segment because it was comedy. A lot of people tore into the Viking Raiders in their carpool karaoke thing they were doing. They tore into it. Now, when MJF and Chris Jericho do it, it's the most amazing thing in the world.
So like what I'm gathering for your
or
POV.
even going back to that fucking whole stadium shit.
Oh, that was fire.
Inner Circle
he hated it.
When it was Inner Circle versus whatchamacallit?
The Inner Circle and Matt Hardy.
Inner Circle versus
Omega, Hangman,
the Elite with Matt Hardy. Yes,
Matt Hardy.
I see your point. You're saying this way. You don't have an issue where you don't care, but it's just like people are hip. That's the Aki berry, right? It hits you, right?
Well, the thing is, I drank a C4. Yeah. And I'm drinking. It's like 600 grams of like, I'm fucked up right now.
Yeah. But nevertheless, though, I understand where you're coming from. Both of y'all saying that stop being hypocrite. Don't praise one company for doing something and you trash another company for doing something else.
People are biased.
But
OD bias.
But the thing is, listen, everyone